It's 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. The kitchen is warm and the evening is totally calm. Then out of nowhere, a plate is shoved across the kitchen island and a screaming match erupts over a sandwich. If you are on the receiving end of this anger, you are standing there completely baffled. You missed the mustard, or maybe you used the wrong bread. It is a minor, easily fixable mistake, and the hostility coming your way seems totally irrational. To the naked eye, the sandwich is trivial. But look closely at the person across the counter. Their breathing is shallow, their shoulders are locked. They are exhibiting severe emotional distress over cold cuts. This moment feels like the start of a new argument. In reality, the clock ran out hours ago. You are witnessing the absolute conclusion of a conflict that has been playing out for days. When we mistake the breaking point for the inciting incident, we treat the symptom and ignore the disease. Misunderstanding the timeline of the fight is the exact trap that keeps couples locked in endless cycles of invisible conflict. To understand how we get to the kitchen island, we have to look past the romance and evaluate what a modern relationship actually is. It is a highly complex, shared logistical ecosystem. Keeping that household from collapsing requires something psychologists call the mental load. This is the constant hum-in-the-background cognitive tracking required to keep everything functioning. There is a massive difference between doing a chore and bearing the mental load. Folding the laundry is a physical task. Knowing that your daughter needs her blue uniform cleaned by 4 p.m. on a Tuesday for an away game, that is the mental load. By design, this labor is totally unseen. When you successfully manage the schedule, restock the pantry, and anticipate the school forms, nobody throws a parade. The only reward for managing the mental load correctly is the complete absence of chaos. This container represents cognitive capacity. The data points dropping in are daily household tasks, taking up memory. Watch the consequence when one partner only contributes when asked. A massive, disproportionate block of data is suddenly dumped, pushing the system dangerously close to the brim. When you operate like an employee waiting for instructions, your partner is forced to become the sole project manager of your shared life. A system built like that is guaranteed to crash. Let's rewind the clock exactly 1 week before the sandwich incident. It's Monday morning. The slate is clean and the couple is at peace. But by Monday evening, the first invisible conflict occurs. The overwhelmed partner notices the paper towels are out, remembers they need dish soap, and silently replaces them both. She absorbs the friction so her partner doesn't have to notice the problem. On Wednesday, there is a silent negotiation. A dentist appointment clashes with soccer practice. She spends 20 minutes quietly rearranging the entire week's schedule, solving a puzzle her partner doesn't even know exists. Friday brings a physical toll. She walks down the hallway and steps over her partner's casually discarded shoes. Moving them takes 2 seconds, but leaving them there forces her to realize she is the only person monitoring the environment. Every one of these moments functions as an unacknowledged withdrawal from the relationship's emotional bank account. Each time she anticipates a need that her partner ignores, she feels more like a caretaker and less like a teammate. This chart plots the week's micro-stressors, rising steadily as individual data points, culminating in a dramatic spike at the sandwich. This failed sandwich is the threshold. It triggers the realization that if she drops a single ball, her partner simply watches it hit the floor. The fury across the kitchen island is the sound of someone realizing they are carrying the weight of 2 people. After a week of managing every detail in silence, the sandwich is the final piece of evidence that she is essentially alone in the partnership. Once the plate hits the counter, arguing about mayo versus mustard is a trap. It will keep you permanently deadlocked in misunderstanding. To resolve this, you have to abandon the trigger entirely. Stop looking at the sandwich and look at the fractured logistical ecosystem underneath it. For the overwhelmed partner, this requires a change in behavior. You have to verbalize the mental load out loud before you hit your systemic breaking point. Your partner cannot read a map you refuse to show them. For the oblivious partner, the job is proactive anticipation. You must actively look for gaps in the ecosystem. Notice the empty paper towels. Move the shoes. Stop waiting to be assigned. It is the difference between helping out and shared ownership. A helper waits to be told what to do. An owner assesses what needs to be done. Shared ownership replaces the friction of domestic life with a sense of mutual support. Mundane tasks stop being chores and start being proof that you're in this together. Think back to your own recent, seemingly ridiculous arguments. Reevaluate them through the lens of invisible accumulation. Share this framework with your partner and start building a new, shared language for